This time the object that I'm going to measure is just the cap of my favorite pen. Pay close attention to how I use my visual anchor to help me remember all the steps in my game and the important thinking questions. I see that the first step is to look at the object and think, how can I measure? I know I'm going to be measuring the longest side. This side looks shorter than this side, so I'm going to measure this side. My visual anchor tells me that I have to measure from endpoint to endpoint. I'm going to go ahead and mark my endpoints to help me out. And my visual anchor also reminds me that I'm focusing on making sure I have no gaps and no overlaps with my centimeter squares so that I can be a precise mathematician. I'm lining up my squares one by one. I'm starting at the very beginning of my object, or this endpoint over here. And I'm working hard on my precision to close the gaps between these centimeter cubes. Great, I have no gaps and no overlaps, so I'm done, right? Now it's time to count my Wait, do I hear something? Are some of you saying no? Are some of you shaking your heads? I bet some of you think that Miss Mason made a mistake. Think to yourself right now, what mistake did I make when I was measuring the cap of my pen? If you're not sure, go back to your visual anchor and check it out. Say your answer out loud with your screen. I heard some friends say that my measurement is not precise because my centimeter cubes actually extend past the endpoint of my object. My visual anchor tells me I need to measure just from endpoint to endpoint because that represents the distance that the object is covering. Thanks for helping me fix that mistake. I know that great mathematicians always make mistakes, but I feel lucky to have a team to help me. Let me fix that. Great. Now it looks like I'm measuring just from one endpoint to the other. If I look back at my visual anchor, I know that step 2 is to record the length, and I want to remember to include that unit of measurement. Team, remind me today, what is our unit of measurement? Say it out loud. Yes, today our unit of measurement is centimeters. So I'm going to remember to use that label when I record. Count the centimeter squares with me. 1 centimeter, 2 centimeters, 3 centimeters, 4 centimeters, 5 centimeters, 6 centimeters. So I can say the pen cap is 6 centimeters long. Notice how I wrote the abbreviation for centimeters, cm, instead of writing out the whole word. You can do either one.